So first, he had an issue with Drake. Then he had an issue when Russ came up. Now Joe has an issue with Migos, which is kind of old news because they did an interview a while back at an award show. They couldn't understand each other. Joe said, "Fuck it, I'm walking away." Dropped the mic, and Migos got ticked and like stood up and acted like they were gonna do something. So Joe is not a stranger to beef. I just think it's weird that he's not a rapper, but yet he's still involved. But Migos dissed him. They called him a pussy, and it's pretty funny how Joe reacts. So I'm gonna play that clip real quick of Migos kind of calling Joe out, uh, and I'm gonna show you how he responds. So here's that clip for you guys.
Ice spray on nigga flooded. Ice, ice, ice. If a nigga hatin', call him Joe Budden. Cool outside in this press button. Got that nigga mad cause your bitch fucking.
So you just heard Migos diss Joe Budden, and this is why I love Joe, because he kind of throws side jabs and knows how to surprise people, and he's just entertaining. So this is Joe's response, and I think it's hilarious. I think it's funny that Migos call him a pussy, but his response is just so hilarious.
If Offset was indeed the young gentleman to walk in the booth behind Quavius on the ad-lib track and blurt, "Pussy!" You're gonna laugh. I don't know how Takeoff sounds. We don't get to hear him but so often. But if that was Offset, if that was young Offset that walked in that booth after the amazing Quavius laid that lyrical fire. Play my clip, please. I want to address this. Yeah.
Shit, nigga.
Oh my god! Okay, Offset.
That nigga was vulgar.
So what do you guys think? Do you think Migos had a right to diss Joe because of how he acted at the award show, and apparently he's been kind of throwing shade about how they dress? Or do you think that, Joe had every right to say it? He's just, giving his opinions, and Migos shouldn't be so ticked off about it. I think that Joe's response was a bit childish, but it was hilarious too. So he knows what he's doing. To be completely honest, though, I wish Joe was still in the booth. I wish Joe was still, writing with his pen. He said he had 40 songs stacked for Drake to diss him with, and I kind of wish he was able to do that with Russ, even though I'm a fan of Russ. When Russ came and kind of was disrespectful in Everyday Struggle, I wanted Joe to be like, okay, I'm picking my pen back up. I want him to do the same thing in this situation because he's lyrical. He's got a great voice. And he's a legend in rap. So what do you guys think? Do you think Joe should get back in the studio? Do you think he's just going to be bashing people on Everyday Struggle? Do you think Migos was right to diss him, or do you think they overreacted? Let me know. It's a lot, but let me know down in the comments below.